Hey, good morning and happy Friday. Today is Friday, January 14th, and I just thought I would give you an update on the week and also share a little bit about what's happening next week. This is for our guidance class 1235 in the education department, and I want to say thank you to all of you who've already been on the message board. There's a few of you who didn't make it on this week, and I'm a little concerned about you. I'm hoping that you can get your email all set and that you're on the board right away. I would hate to lose anyone from the class just for not being active on the discussion board. The other thing I wanted to say is that I wanted to touch base about what our assignment was that this is due this week on Sunday. It's a goals assignment, and a couple people have a few questions that I wanted to clarify. I'm really hoping that you can think about what is it about guidance that you are hoping to get from the class. You could also think about what it is that you're hoping to do in an online format. So some examples of some goals might be, I really want to learn more about bullying, or I really want to learn more about working with kids with ADHD, or I really want to learn more about peer mediation. I really want to know how I can help toddlers. And you might want to think about those kind of things, or maybe I want to figure out how the environment helps with guidance. And also you might want to think about, are you a great online learner? Are there some goals you might have for yourself? I want to make sure that I get on the discussion board every Wednesday to get all of the points. Missing points in the class on the discussion board can really affect your grade. So I'm hoping that for the rest of the semester, everyone will be really on task, knowing that Wednesday by midnight you need to be on, and Sunday by midnight you need to answer some additional, post some additional postings. I hope that helps. I'm going to actually shut off the camera now, and I'm going to open up our website, and I'm going to show you what our discussion board will look like next week, which is a little different than this week. So I'll be right back. Okay, here we are looking at our 1235 discussion board this week. First of all, I wanted to make sure you saw that we do have what's called a student cafe, or an open area, a place for burning questions. So this is where you can go and ask myself or anyone in the class a question about the class that's general. So help me understand where I can find this, or does anybody know where you can get this, or I'm not making sense about this. You put that up there, and one of us in the class will be able to help you. We are a learning community, not just learning individuals. So hopefully I'm on here quite a bit. I try to be on here at least once a day, if not more often. But if someone else can answer you first, I think that's great. Please feel free to help each other out in this area. I wanted to scroll down a little and show you how well we were doing in week 1. We had 101 messages so far, and it's not even noon on Friday, so that's pretty good. We are, like I said, we are missing a few people in the class, and I'm really hoping that they will be active starting next week. One of the things that you will see for next week that's a little different is you will see that the answers in each area need to be based on the reading and the handouts in the content area. So the first week was really just an introduction, making sure everyone felt comfortable with online learning. This week, you need to be reading your text as well as looking at the handouts and material on the content page. So what you can do for there, you need to make sure when you answer your question, you need to pull in some kind of reference and say, in the readings from the content area, I thought this, or from the Gartrell book, I thought this. From the Whalen book, I thought this. Kind of make a connection, and if at all possible, even if it's from the book and you're citing it, cite the page so people can go back and figure out and make sense of what you're talking about. And you'll see right here on each week, I'm very clear about when you need to post your initial posting by and when you need to post your secondary post by. Your initial post, what I would do is look at the question and answer it before you read anybody else's response. That way you're making sure you're really answering it from your perspective. What's nice then is you can post that, and as you start reading what people have to say, you'll have questions about what they have to say, or you'll have comments. You will not get points for secondary postings if you just say, oh, I agree with that. Oh, I like what you said. That's not adding anything to the learning. You need to ask, well, where did you see that in the text? You need to say, well, I thought I read Gartrell said this and Whalen said that. Why are they different? Which do you agree with? You need to pull in and make the discussion a little bit deeper so our learning goes deeper. That's how you'll get your points for your secondary postings. A little further down, you'll see we have what are called group topics. The first week, I had all of us on one large discussion board. So all 30 of us could access all 30 people in the class. Starting next week, you will be divided into 3 groups, either group 1, group 2, or group 3. You can see that group 3 and group 2 on my computer screen are black, and they do not have a link to be able to open up. Group 1 is blue, and if I click on it, it will open up to the discussion board page that I would need to post on. What you need to remember about this is I want you to get in depth, but I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. I didn't want you to have to read 29 other people's postings. So the computer randomly will assign you one of 3 groups each week. So you'll still get to connect with each other, but not all of you at the same time each week. This way, hopefully the discussion board won't seem so overwhelming. When you're ready to post, you will do just like you did this week. You will push the button that says Compose up the top here, and you will be good to go and be able to write your message. So the question for this week is, it will open up on Sunday. Think about a teacher at any stage of your education. So think back to your educational experiences. Who most embodied guidance in their teaching? Answer each of the following questions thoroughly. What skills or qualities characterize the teacher's approach? What is the main insight you've gained from that teacher who is assisting you in your professional development? And how does this insight relate to what Chapter 1 in Gartrell says about guidance and its use in the classroom? I'm very excited to read your responses to this. I hope it's a great week. I know we do not have classes on Monday, but online never stops. So I look forward to seeing your postings by Wednesday, January 19th. And please email me or post on the burning question area if you have any questions. It's also nice if you're on campus just to stop by and see me in my office. Thanks.